Hey guys, this is Jamie. So today we're going to be talking about transphobia, and specifically I want to address in the drag scene. So obviously I decided to pretty much pimp my outfit up, and yeah, every once in a while I pretty much wear a wig, just for makeup purposes and etc. And I found that in general that doing drag cross-dressing in general, it kind of helps with my dysphoria at times. So here I am, plenty of dysphoria, ready to fight. So I was gonna actually, before I informed myself properly, I was gonna talk about Victoria Scone, and specifically in the last episode, her criticism of the word fishy. So I want to preface that I did not know that it was a derogatory term, and when she said it, I do admit that I dismissed it because it was coming from a transphobe's mouth. The way she worded it and everything, and I'll get there in a second. So I do agree that it is offensive. It's obviously not my place to say if it's offensive or not, because I'm just a trans guy, and that's pretty much it. That's it. It's not my place. So if people who it is addressed to find it wrong or hurtful or misogynistic, yes, I will stop using it. So that's pretty much it. That's the whole learning curve, you know? But I do want to address Victoria Scone, though. I can't defend her in any way. So, first of all, I don't know how many of you are aware, but she did say that she would not have dated a trans woman just for genitals. And in general, that she is not interested in trans women in any form. And I know there's a whole debate like, would you date a trans person or not, regardless of genitalia, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. It's transphobic. It's transphobic. You don't consider trans women to be women in that case, and specifically with her language. And I understand that she has, like, where she had in her bio that trans lives matter. And I still find it very, very sort of ill that people were talking about problems about racism, and then she's like, oh yeah, we have misogyny in the drag scene. And I understand that in regards to the fishy, it is a term which should be removed, as I found out. But hello, can we talk about the elephant in the room? Can we talk about transphobia in the UK? No? Okay. So it did kind of come across as, you could have fought your fight, but you could also address the fact that transphobia in the UK is getting really out of hand. J.K. Rowling is constantly trending on Twitter. People are constantly fighting. UK trans people are constantly losing their rights. And it's a very, very disturbing and very gruesome, disgusting, bigoted situation. So I don't understand why she couldn't raise awareness about that. But then it just proves the point that she's very transphobic, in my opinion. And in general, when you hear British people say the term biological woman, it usually means they're with the TERF school of thought. And while I do understand that there is misogyny, we need to address it in the trans community, why not fight, for instance, about your trans sisters, specifically trans women in the UK drag scene, or in general trans women in the UK? And I understand, again, that it is a fight and a discussion we need to be had, but you can't just ignore the elephant in the room, specifically when you have such enormous privilege as being the contestant from the UK and a woman, a lesbian woman, who has the right to speak up and say, hey, because it's mostly lesbians who are cis lesbians who are being listened to, or cis women in general, about the trans issue. And she just decides to take a massive dump and not address it. So I am livid. And in general, I've just been feeling quite dysphoric. So obviously, this whole situation of like, yeah, it's about biological woman, blah, 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 and everything. Couldn't you say it's addressed towards woman? Or even use the word cis, if you're that inclined. So yeah, she just leaves a very, very bad taste in her mouth. And I did go like over the evening like thinking about this topic after I watched the episode. And I did go like into places like, why is she representing? It's still like, it is a space for everyone, but you can't be tone deaf, you know? Like, at the end of the day, drag is mostly pioneered by trans women, and excluding them in general. I want to say that transphobes should not have a space in Drag Race. I'm not being misogynistic here. I just really don't like her. I don't like her turfy-esque attitudes, her cis-normativity, and pretty much like all her jokes are very like, ha me, cis vaginas, 3 holes, etc. It's really annoying. Like, I understand that maybe I'm coming from a place of dysphoria where I do not want to hear anything about vaginas. Specifically when I'm on the cusp of getting bottom surgery. And it's really wearing me down. I really need bottom surgery. I really want to get phalloplasty. And so I do understand that obviously there's a personal factor which really icks me out of her. But it's, I don't know, just, I don't like her, and I do understand that there are problematic queens, but I feel like this is one problematic queen that people don't address just because she's the only cis woman in Drag Race. But we do need to address that she's a shitface, and I can't wait for her elimination, and I really hope there's an elimination of her. And obviously, I understand that Drag Race has had a massive problematic issue and has had a very problematic past. So I do wish she gets told off. And I'm very surprised and sad that no one addressed the situation from what I see. And yeah, sure, she raised awareness about the term fishy and how we shouldn't use it. So, sure. But it doesn't erase the fact that she's a shit person. And pretty much all her trans awareness or trans in her bio is literally just for clouds. So I just wish we had some proper trans representation or some proper sort of trans advocates this season, or again, maybe I'm just saying something, and obviously there's so many contestants and I don't know everyone's story, and I understand that there is a lot of problematic things going on in Drag Race. So yeah, I just wanted to really address it, and also in case you haven't noticed, I have a new phone. So you can see me a bit more crisp, yassified, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just feel like we need to call out people even when they themselves are doing a point. At the end of the day, we need to hold people accountable, up to the point that I was like wondering if I should do this video, because I feel like very often I just call people out. So yeah. But at the same time, I understand that we live in a very sort of unjust world. There's a lot of transphobia, and I just want to call out people which need to be called out. Or, I mean, if by any chance, you know, somehow this video blows up and she hears it, then obviously an apology would be great, but I'm just a small YouTuber, so very, very small YouTuber. I mean, I did get recognized on Grindr a few times, but that's pretty much it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my looks. I hope you enjoyed this yassification. I really enjoyed this wig. I enjoy it so much that I did not suck dick in it. It's literally my YouTube wig. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. And really, please subscribe. It helps me more than it helps you.